Welcome back to Growing Your Savings Using Blue Chip Stocks. Today is February 21st. Prices have been updated for the end of last week. So we're going to check in with our listing of Canadian stocks on the TSX and our US stocks on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, as well as my 4 fantasy TSX portfolios to see how they're doing. Unfortunately for the markets, the Russian threat to Ukraine is still having an effect on global markets. This does have an effect on our portfolios, but you will notice the effect is very slight. Our $5,000 portfolio is holding steady at a 2% increase since the beginning of the year, and this is also the same for our $10,000 portfolio. Our $25,000 portfolio is up 1% on the year, however, this is down from 3% last week. Our $100,000 portfolio is showing a 0% increase since January, which is down from a 2% increase last week. Remember that you're in this to grow your savings and your stocks are paying dividends. And don't forget that even a 2% increase here is about the same as what you would get from a savings account in a bank. So as always, things to remember, the prices on the stock market will go up and down with the economy and world events. With blue chip stocks, the dividends are fairly secure. They will pay out at the same rate no matter the value of the stock. Dividends can be used to buy more stock, and dividing your money evenly into each of the 5 sectors shown will create a stable portfolio. When one commodity goes down, others tend to go up. When the market takes a tumble, as it is doing right now, it is tending to trend downwards. Now is still the time to buy more stock. Either add cash or reinvest your dividends. And as a note, as always, this is for information purposes, and I take no responsibility for any gains or losses you experience in the market. So let's go take a look at our portfolios. So we've got, looking at the overall Canadian stocks that we're following, you'll see that I've added a couple new things this week. I have added an average of the sector for the week. So even though you see some big losses here or big drops like First Service and Linamar that are down 14 and 16%, if you look at the average overall, manufacturing is only down a small percentage of 3%. Manufacturing is taking the hardest hit right now because of the supply chain issues that are ongoing from the pandemic. So consumer goods and services, we've got an overall average, it's just down barely 1% on the year. We still have some good gains of 13% in Maple Leaf Foods and 11% in Saputo. Finance, same thing here. Average 1% down. We got some small drops that are offset by some average gains. Resources and commodities still showing very strong. Everything's in green, which means it's on the plus side of the percentage. So an average of 1% overall in resources and commodities. Utilities are up 3%. Still a good showing in utilities. And our overall average on the Canadian portfolio of the stocks that we're following is 0%. This is going to rise as the year goes on. Hopefully, we will get out of some of the issues that are ongoing that are affecting the global markets right now. Let's take a look at the US stocks that we're following. A little bit harder hit in the US because of the Russian threat to Ukraine. We have an overall drop in manufacturing and industry of 6%. So while we've got some big drops here, Stanley is down 15%, Pfizer's down 10%, Motorola's down 11%. They're offset by some of the more positive gains. So we've got 7%, Archer Daniels Midland is up. So an overall of 6% in manufacturing and industry. In consumer goods with the US stock, we are showing an average of 0%. So you can see the pink ones are where it is under 0%, and the green ones are showing a gain of above 0%. Finance, we're down 7%. So we've got some big ones, big drops here. T. Rowe Price is down 16%, but that's offset by American Express, which is steadily going up. It's showing a 17% gain. You can see that we started the year at 166.17, and we're now showing a current price of 194.88. That's a pretty good gain though. Resources and commodities in the US are also very, very strong, very green. We've got Alcoa is up 30%. We started at $60 and we're now 78.20 per share. So an average of 15% increase in resources and commodities. Utilities, we are down an overall 5%, and the overall portfolio for utilities for this week is down 3%. So let's take a look at our fantasy portfolios. We'll start with the $5,000 portfolio. Believe it or not, this one had a gain this week. So our total value is 5,194.85. It's up 2% on the year. And you'll see over here, we gained $16 this week from last week for an overall gain of $112 on the year. The dividend income, as a reminder, the dividend income for these 5 stocks that we own in the $5,000 portfolio pay $185.52 per year. The $10,000 portfolio still showing a good gain of 2% overall. However, we have dropped in total value just a little bit. You'll see that the total for this week is $10,257, which is $67 less than last week. So we dropped off about $67. However, we still have a gain for the year of $179. We'll check the dividend income again. The dividend income for the $10,000 portfolio now stands at $355.30 on the year. We gained a little bit of dividend income because some of our companies raised their dividends. $25,000 portfolio. We are still up 1% on the year. We have a total value of $25,087. So that is it's a $384 drop from last week, but we're still up $228 on the year. The dividend income for the $25,000 portfolio is paying out at $702.22, and that is up slightly from January with the increase in some of our dividend payouts. So our $10,000 or $100,000 portfolio, we are sitting at 0%. So we are just under, or we're just a little bit more than what we started on the year. We started at 96,000 and we are at 98,672 this week. That is a drop. You'll see last week we were 101,029. So we've dropped off $2,357 this week. We still have an overall gain of $2,636. Still pretty good. And if you keep watching, you're going to see this amount grow. So our dividend income for the $100,000 portfolio is paying $2,389.32 a year, which is up again from January due to rise of dividend payouts. So I am away on vacation for the next week, so I won't be updating on February 28th, but feel free to join me again on March 7th for the next update, and I will see you then.